Well, hello and welcome to another Power BI Spotlight. My name is Greg Long and I'm a Senior BI Consultant at Professional Advantage. Today we're going to show you a Power BI report over event style data from a CRM system. And it's really aimed towards membership organizations who can use Power BI to really gain a greater insight into revenue and costs and other parts of their organization. We can also apply this to other data sets within a CRM system. And really what we want to do, and I'm just showing you a little part of it, is we want to show that full 360 view of a member by consolidating their membership details and other revenue. We want to consolidate their events and courses attended, their activities, interactions, and even their continuous professional development. And at Professional Advantage, we've done some great work with membership organizations to create those style of reporting. And it's just great to find the trends and explore the engagement from membership data. And you can even show the impact of marketing campaigns and other business actions and activities that you've created. So let's dive straight in. What you can see here is the Power BI service, but it is actually within Microsoft Teams, and it just goes to show the great interaction between the Microsoft Office 365 products. And we want to show that wherever you are within the Microsoft product stack, that you can use Power BI. And so I'm using it within my Teams application with Professional Advantage. Now, with this revenues, this events Power BI report, I've basically got a number of data sources. The first one, as I said, is revenue from some events, and that's coming from a company that I worked with. But what I've done is I've also mashed that with some events data from New York City, and I've brought in some corporate attendees from a generic company data set. So the data is actually hidden, but you can get the idea of what we can do from a membership organization. If I just go to the data model, and if you're more familiar with Power BI, this is the desktop version, and you can see the data model and the tables that I've put together in that data model. So in my fact table, I have all my bookings and the dollar values and basically the transaction detail. And then I have what I call my dimension tables. I have an events dimension table which tells me and categorizes the events, when they started, when they ended. I have a company table which tells me about my attendees and where they came from and who they are. And I have, which is really important, a dates table, and the dates table enables me to do the graphs and to show trends and all of those types of date related things. So for Power BI, having a schema and a data model is really important to get right. Okay, let's go back to our Teams. Within this data model, you can see I have a number of slices. I have a slicer based upon whether it's an event or course, what year it is, and you can see really just, in the normal slicing of the data will just certainly change based upon whatever I've sliced. So I'm just slicing 2021. Let's look at arts and crafts. You can see the data change. Well, let's look at just New South Wales for arts and crafts. So you can get that level of detail in there, and you can see all of the companies change and my average an event type has changed. The best thing about Power BI is that we can actually drill through to the detail as well. So if you want to know what this $34,000 that was in 2021 for arts and crafts, we can actually drill through to the booking detail. And then you can see all of the individual transactions that made up that $34,000. So the best thing about Power BI is that we bring in all the detail, and so that we can not only have the top level trends, but then we can also have the bottom level trends as well. What I'm going to show you is some cool features about the AI part of Power BI, and what you can see here in my little trend graph, and I'll just make it bigger so you can see, is a trend of revenue of state over time. And you can see here I've got Queensland, and they've actually dipped a bit in 2016 and come back up in 2017, what I can actually do is to right click on that and choose Analyze and go to Explain the Decrease. And what we can do here is we can say, and let it come up, it will tell you, or the Power BI dataset will tell you using machine learning and the relationships in the data model what the decrease was, and festivals and best for kids in terms of the category accounted for the biggest decrease. So you can see here if I roll over this, the festivals has been the decrease, and this one here is the best for kids. So really you can look through your data and ask it questions by just right clicking and doing the analysis right there. Okay. What I will also show you is I'll come to the events part, and this side of the page actually just shows you what events, what income that we had for a particular event and what is overdue. So you can see here I've got a number of dollar value that which is $115,000 that is overdue in May. Now I can actually go in again and go Analyze and I go Explain the Increase, and it'll again tell me. And so it looks at the company and it's this ticket ID, this particular ticket number, but if I scroll down I can actually see what it relates to. And it relates to a company called Constructora. And so I can look at that and find out what more information about it, what event that they're going to, and has it been paid or not. Of course, the other way that I could do it is essentially go in, select that unpaid part, and you can see here that there's a huge amount relating to that Constructora, and I can actually right click and drill through to the booking detail to see the course, whether it's been paid or unpaid. I can actually even go back there and look at the event. So if I just come back here and right clicked on the event to drill through, you can see the particular event, the particular state, and the city and other details relating to it. So I just wanted to give you a quick look at what we can do with Power BI over event style data within a CRM system for membership organizations. I'm hoping that you got a little bit about the power of Power BI, and I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, have a great day.